You've seen season 1, you've seen season 2, you've seen season 3. You know this man is unpredictable. Really, y'all? Topper and his little friends. Really? Nothing? I'm gonna take my money and go. That is my final answer. I don't know what she's doing. Hi everybody, it's Bree and I review movies and TV. Today I'm reviewing Outer Banks Season 4 Part 1, Episodes 3 through 5. If you happen to miss my Episode 1 and 2 breakdown of Season 4 Part 1, you can click the link above and then you can catch up and then join along with us. If you like all things movies and TV, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd be glad to have you here. So grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, grab your coffee or coffees, and let's jump right into Season 4, Part 1, Episodes 3 through 5. Also, this will be a spoiler-filled breakdown, just to let you know. Just to let you know. We finally had Kiara and JJ go to the hospital to recover from the bends from their dive finding the treasure. Hope, John, Sarah, and Cleo decide, okay, they have people coming after them. This is a dangerous treasure hunt. So they're like, let's go get our money and let's be done with this. And even Pope is like, you know what? I want a pay increase, because I would want a pay increase too. After everything that's happened, I'm gonna take my money and go. That is my final answer.
Good, that's the one.
They still have to go pick up the money at the Genrets. So they go over to the Genrets, and what do they find? That West Genret is gone. Okay, not gone. He gone. Officer Shoop is there. He's a little suspicious, a little curious, but he doesn't think they maybe caused harm to West Genret yet. So they're able to leave, that's great, but no $50,000. So we go back to the hospital to check up on Kiara and JJ. They're in their little love bubble until they see the man that they faced during the treasure dive is at the hospital as well. And they're still in the decompression chamber. He was already attacked and he needs stitches. That's going to take some time, and it could buy them some time, and they're almost done with the decompression chamber. I think the nurse said they only need a couple minutes. Kiara and JJ start to freak out. And I'm like, y'all, if you just take a deep breath in and out and think. But do they? Do they really? Do you think they wait it out? Do you think they think of a plan? No, I think they want to draw attention to themselves and destroy hospital equipment that other people could use later on to save their lives.
I said it. And I meant it!
I was thinking if you had stayed, you wouldn't have aroused suspicion and then caused the alarm to go off because you're destroying hospital equipment.
She's got a point.
But they call on the Outer Banks team to come rescue them, and they're able to get away. They're still curious about who is looking for this treasure. So Pope and Cleo and Kiara and JJ decide to kind of follow his whereabouts and, you know, where he's going. Another mysterious person comes up. So they try to get close to them and they start overhearing things about the amulet. But that's not the only thing they're looking for. They also mentioned something about a blue crown. And I'm like, blue crown? What does that have to do with anything? But we'll find out later. Now let's check in on Rafe and his girlfriend, Sophia. They're talking about the creepy realtor cougar lady. Sophia advises Rafe that, you know, she's kind of suspicious about it. She's, you know, not sure if he should take the deal. But later on in the day, Sophia goes home to see her family and she gets a surprising question from her dad. He comes up to her and says, you know, I know you're with Rafe. And she's like, yeah, and I heard about this, you know, this deal that's going on about this property that's going to be developed and it's going to be for a lot of money. Could you possibly convince Rafe to take it? Now, somehow Hollis has gotten the ear of Sophia's dad. She was saying to her father that if she convinces Rafe to take the deal, that she can give him some money. But Sophia is like, no, that's my boyfriend, you know, I don't want to do that, I love him. No, that's not right. So Sophia decides to check in on Rafe. She happens to see him talking to Topper and some other girl, I don't know her name. I think it might be Ruthie or something like that. They're talking about how Rafe is dating a pogue. I was thinking, okay, this could be an opportunity for Rafe. He'll stick up for his girlfriend. Does he do that? No, he doesn't. He's like, oh, I would never, you know, we're not really dating. I would never date a pogue, you know, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, oh, here we go.
And she's like, you know what? You know, you disregarded me, I'm gonna disregard you.
You were the last man in the world I could ever be prevailed upon to marry.
So I'm gonna go find this Hollis lady and see what she has to offer. Is it 25,000? I'm not sure of the amount, but I feel like I would need more, especially if I'm going to cross Rafe. Come on, this is Rafe here. Like, you know, I'm not crossing Rafe.
Please don't do that.
He's very unpredictable. You've seen season 1, you've seen season 2, you've seen season 3. You know, this man is unpredictable. So I'm not crossing him. Absolutely not. So I don't know what she's doing. And lastly, we follow up with the team and everything is seemingly going well. Later on in the night, that Cleo is like, you know what? I need to check in on the shop, make sure everything is okay. That dangerous mystery man, he's back. He's back again, and she's taken. She's taken in the night. Oh my goodness. But we do see a surprise character come back, which is Terrence. He's back, finally. So now we're in episode 4. And I'm thinking, okay, they leave off with Cleo taken and the team is concerned. We're gonna come back and be like, okay, you know, where's Cleo and things. No, the episode starts out, you know, very calmly, a normal John B voiceover saying, spring is finally here and we can go surfing and we're gonna have so much fun. Y'all, where is Cleo? That's the first thing that got me, you know, upset. And there's more to come. So they're thinking about taking the day off and going to the beach. Okay, you know, since people are after you, you decided to be in this treasure hunt, but let's go take a day at the beach. You know, it's been a lot. John B's the only one that follows up and says, hey, where's Cleo? So not the rest of the team, the rest of the group, they're having this little breakfast chat and I'm like, really, y'all? Really? Nothing?
I'm losing it.
And now Pope, I can understand because he saw a text from Cleo saying that she was trying to do something for the shop. But the rest of the team, I'm like, why aren't y'all following up with her? Pope decides to say, you know what, I'm not going to the beach. Instead of taking a day off, he wants to follow up on his homework. Okay, the only one that wants to do homework. So he decides to do some research at the Blackbeard Museum. So meanwhile, Cleo is taken. We see Terrence and he's talking with the bad guy, the mystery bad guy dude. We're thinking, oh no, is like he on his side? Thank the Lord, we find out that Terrence is actually with us, okay? So at least we got somebody helping. A follow-up at the beach. They find Topper, of course, sits right next to them. Topper and his little friends. Rafe is there with Sophia. So they try to ignore one another. Okay, we'll see how long that lasts. John B, Sarah, and Kiara and JJ are preparing to leave the beach. They see this little cute turtle hatch that's happening. Topper and this Ruthie girl, they're horrible, absolutely horrible. But they try to go and mess with them and, you know, race their cars towards them. Very dangerous. They end up hitting a turtle during all of this, which was horrible.
Guys, you know, I've been thinking a lot about the Earth. We gotta leave it better than when we found it.
They practically show no remorse. Rafe is on the side. He's not doing anything about it, but he's not like supporting it. He's just on the side like, I don't think y'all should do that, but I'm not gonna say anything really.
That's dumb. That's straight dumb. You're dumb. You're nice.
It was surprising to me because usually he'd be like, yeah, you know, go hurt them. But he's starting to have a change of heart. Rafe sees Sarah and starts to reminisce on, you know, their family and the wrongdoings that he did to her. So there might be some redemption in his future. There might be.
It would be most inconvenient since I've sworn to loathe him for all eternity.
Let's go back to the main part of this episode, which was Cleo was taken, and the mystery bad guy wants to find out where this amulet is, and instead of waiting around, he's going to accelerate the timeline. And we get this ominous phone call to Pope, and he says, I need you here with the amulet by 4 p.m. So he's trying to race back. He's calling John B and them saying, hey, can you get to the house and everything? Thankfully, Terrence is able to go up there and help her. Pope is able to get there and within the nick of time, give the amulet to the mysterious bad guy. This guy works out a lot. This guy is trained. They're not prepared for any of this. They haven't been trained. Terrence, my homeboy Terrence, he gone now. He was trying to help and protect them, but the bad guy's out of there. You know, he doesn't want to deal with any of this anymore. He has to get going. You know, he has other things to do in the day. Finally, Kiara, JJ, John B, and Sarah roll up. And here is poor Pope, and he is in shock. He is in shock, and they're like, what's going on? Are you okay?
Oh, here it goes.
Did you all not hear the voicemail? What is going on? I really can't with y'all. I really can't with y'all with this. So here we start episode 5, and I'm already very upset.
Have a blast. I'll quit.
Can't quit, we just got started.
Watch me.
They all find out that Terrence is there, and he's gone. He's gone. Cleo is in shock. Pope is in shock, but they're trying to figure out what to do because Officer Shoop pulls up. Do they decide to call it in? Maybe say, hey, you know, there was a break-in at our home. But no. And they had plenty of time before Officer Shoop came there, okay, to call it in, said there was a break-in, and you know, and what happened at their home. But no, they decided not to do that and decide to move Terrence.
This is the most incompetent, worthless report I have ever read in my life.
This is huge. Prison, huge.
While all this is going on, Pope finally figured out what the connection is with the amulet and the blue crown. This leads them to Charleston. But before they can do any of that, I gotta honor my homeboy Terrence. So they decide, okay, the best way to honor him is to throw him over into the water at Outer Banks. They're like, we didn't know him. Even Cleo understands that, but I'm like, y'all could just have a little bit more respect for the man. Terrence was like a father to her, so she is just going through all these emotions, and the rest of these kids are like, except for Pope. JJ's getting the van ready, and this mystery man comes up from the Jenrette's house. JJ, I have a mysterious letter for you. He writes a note to his team saying, y'all head to Charleston without me and I'll meet with y'all later. So John B, Pope, Sarah, and Cleo head to Charleston. Meanwhile, we see JJ following up with his dad. He needs some answers to some questions, but he doesn't know where his dad is. So he goes to his dad's closest friend, and he's like, hey, where is he? His dad has been there the entire time.
It's diabolical.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
They had that big emotional goodbye, and this man is still there. I'm like, sir, he's still doing the same thing he was doing before. I'm like, okay, we can't help this man. We can't help him. As they're almost about to get to the truth, of course, there are officers there that they see that JJ's dad is still a wanted man. So JJ and his dad are on the run, but this gives them the time to talk. And it finally comes to light that he is Larissa Jenrette's son. And when she passed many, many years ago, he took JJ on to protect him. Now, after all the things that happened with JJ and his now adopted father, Maybanks, this wasn't a good environment for him. And as he's telling him this story, JJ's also wondering, you know, who his biological father is. And I was still sitting wondering, going like, who could that be? If Larissa is his mom, then who could be?
Coach, this is gonna take some serious investigative.
Until they revealed to me, and I was like, oh my goodness. Chandler, Jenrette.
How rude of me. I haven't given you enough time to freak out yet. You may do so now.
JJ, this is hard. I understand this is a lot. While all that family drama is going on, we follow John B, Cleo, and Pope and Sarah to Charleston. They figure out the clue of the amulet and they're trying to find the blue crown. They finally get to the place they need to be, the cemetery and church. We get a new team up this time, Pope and Sarah, and they decide to go to the crypt.
Who wants to go down the creepy tunnel inside the tomb first?
Pope and Sarah, they're fighting like siblings. They're very smart and quick on their feet. And of course, who's not too far behind is the mysterious bad guy. No, I still do not know their names, so that's the names I'm going to give them. They almost meet up with Pope and Sarah, but they're able to hide away. Now the bad guy crew is able to find the scroll, which is going to lead them more to the blue crown. They're able to get out of there, but they lock the crypt with the amulet, and now Pope and Sarah are trapped down there.
I'm stuck! Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
John B and Cleo are supposed to be the lookouts, and Cleo is able to see the bad guy crew. So she's filled with all this anger and rage, and she decides to go after him. Has she had any training since their last fight? No, but she's not in too much harm because the bad guys have to get away. So John B sees that fight and wants to follow the bad guy crew, but he has a flashback of when his father did harm, and he's like, this ain't from me. You know, there has to be another way, which I'm glad he did because he thought through it, which I want JJ and Kiara to start doing. Now the amulet is gone, the scroll is gone. So where does that leave us with part one? We have JJ finding out the truth about his biological mother and father with a crazy reveal. Pope and Sarah are still stuck in the crypt. John B and Cleo, hopefully they're able to work together to find them. And Kiara is probably still looking for JJ. This is not a win for the team. We are now in desperate need of help. Will we have to go to Rafe for help? I have no clue. But if we do, I hopefully that he's on his redemptive arc.
I mean, it's a possibility from all the information that I've read on the internet.
Let me know in the comments down below what you liked about part one. Are you looking forward to part two? If so, let me know.
Yes, you can. You have to.
Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.